Before this video begins, I'd like to give a shout out to two content creators who helped me learn my cork. Their names are Pygmy and Vortex Tricking. If you want to look at the videos that helped me learn, I'll put links to their videos in the description below. And with that, let's get on with the video. Okay, so a bit of forewarning. I'm not sure if many of you know, but I am gosh dang awful at spinning during flips. Tell me to do a front flip, I can do it. Tell me to do a back flip, I can do that. Tell me to spin in between, that my brain just literally melts out of my ears and I just can't. So this trick was especially hard for me to learn. So I'd really like it if you dropped a like or even subscribed if you want to see more of my content. And yeah, let's get on with how I learned to cork. Here we go. Okay, so if you're not sure what a cork is, basically it's a flash kick, as you can see here, with a 360 spin in the middle. So I decided to do some flash kicks to get warmed up on the trampoline. I was not very warmed up at this point, but that's why I was doing them. And the first thing I tried was doing a 180 dive roll. And this was in Pygmy's video. And he made it look pretty easy, but after doing this for a point, I'm kind of too embarrassed to admit this, but it just didn't work. I was overthinking it. I couldn't connect that spin with the roll, and just watch what happens here. So I just couldn't connect it in my brain. So with that, I didn't want to give up because I loved how this move looked, the cork. So I tried for about 30 minutes to no avail. And I gave up for that day. I was done, and I felt like I'd made less progress than I had before, so I called it quits. Alrighty, on to day 2. I watched another video by Vortex Tricking, and he gave me a new way to do it. So here I'm figuring out what I'm doing, and boom, right there, that was more progress that I made in about 2 minutes than 30 minutes of practice the day before. And I don't blame Pygmy's video. He has a very good tutorial. He teaches just in a slightly different way that my brain just can't, at least for the cork, I couldn't really figure out how to do it. So I would still recommend looking at Pygmy's video if you want to learn this move. And then I moved on to a different tactic. I wanted to do a back full and train those so I can get more comfortable, because as you can see, my back fulls they're not very good at all. I can land them, sorta, but they are not clean in the slightest, but that's okay. And I wanted to combine that with my swing up to my back, as you can see, and I actually started getting decently close to landing them. I was really starting to feel the motion, I felt comfortable doing it, and I was ready for more, but there was still a little bit of a mental barrier in my head. And after lots and lots of practice of me just landing on my back over and over and over again, this happened. Check it out. Boom, right there. I got so excited. I couldn't believe it. I had finally made that half rotation that I needed to get back to my feet, but I did land on my knees, but it was a step up from what I had before. And with that, I just started training the absolute heck out of them. And I got really close. And it excited me because this is one of my favorite tricks to watch. It just looks amazing. So I just kept doing this over and over and over again. And I got closer and closer. I started landing on my feet and putting my hands down. And I just really started getting a lot more excited about this trick. As you can see here. Look at that, I almost landed it. And I must have spent about an hour to 2 hours that day just drilling that over and over and over again. Unfortunately, however, I did not land it. I got very close to landing it, but I didn't. And I decided to call it a day. My legs were getting kind of sore from landing on my knees over and over again. So yeah. On to day 3. So I decided to get warmed up. I did a few combos, Just wanted to have a nice good warm-up, do some moves that I wanted to, nothing too stressful. And after a little bit, I got back into my cork. So I got that rotation again. I picked it up really quick from the day before, and I just spammed the heck out of it. And I started having a few technique troubles, so I rewatched Vortex Tricking's video, which helped me work some things out. And right there, boom, I land my first cork. It's not pretty, but it was a cork, and I was really excited and proud that I had done it. So I continued doing them over and over again, and eventually I started landing them consistently. So again, this move, or any tricking move, just takes a lot of practice, and I got really good at spinning, but I just wasn't landing on my feet still. And there you go, that's my cork progression. My next step is I want to get some mattresses or some like something to fall on, and I want to start training them on ground. And this is a big part in my tricking career, I guess you could say, because corks are one of like the main moves that you see when you watch tricking. You see a lot of back flips and side flips and front flips and all that, don't get me wrong, but spinning moves is where it's at, you know? There's a bunch of them that I want to be able to do that I'm training for, such as the butterfly twist, the cork, a touchdown raise, cheat gainer, and the list goes on and on. But I hope you enjoyed watching. If you'd like to see more of this, go ahead and drop a like. If you want to be notified when my next video comes out, go ahead and hit that notification bell. And with that, I think I'll wrap up today's video. So stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys later. See ya!